Hello, parents of Duchesne County School District. We would like to present to you a way to access your student report cards online. The first thing that you'll need to do is go to the website for PowerSchool. You'll type in the URL, type in dcsd.powerschool.com/public. Once you've gone to that site, it'll open the parent login for PowerSchool. You'll need to type in your username and your password and then sign in. Once you've done that, you'll need to look on the left side. You'll see a little icon for the report card. If you'll click there. And then one more button you'll need to click is on the name of your school, whether that's Union High School or Altamont High School, or in this sample will be Duchesne Elementary School. If you'll click there, you are in to the report card. So it's that simple. This sample report card is an elementary school example. This will be brand new for all of our elementary schools this year. It'll look like this. It's a standards-based report card. You'll see each standard for each course listed and the proficiency level that your student has attained so far on that standard. So you'll see the math, the reading, and all of the different subjects, standard by standard. You'll see a little key right here that'll show you the proficiency levels, and it'll explain how your student's coming along on each standard. This is an example of a secondary school. So we're using Duchesne High School as an example. It'll look just a little bit differently, but similar in that they have the same standards. So standard by standard, you'll have a score for each of those. And then for secondary schools, you'll have an overall grade. Also, secondary schools will have a citizenship grade. And so that will help you to be able to see not only the overall grade, but also to be able to see a little more specifically the standards that led to that overall grade. So that is how you access the report cards at the end of the quarter. While we have you, we thought we might take just a moment to explain how to access your student grades during a quarter so that you can check your grades and the status and how your student's coming along at any given time throughout the school year. Before we do that, just a brief little explanation of our system and our tools that we use. PowerSchool is the tool we use for grades. So the official final grades come from PowerSchool. Canvas is a learning management tool that we use to help in learning. So its purpose is for learning, so instruction, maybe some videos, things like that that the teacher would want to use to help students learn. And it's also FYI feedback. So these will be practice problems. So there might be some scores from assignments or quizzes or different things in there, but it's just an FYI score. It's just to help us see how they're coming along on some very specific tasks of the learning. So Canvas is for the learning, PowerSchool is for the grade. Also, in our standards-based grading system, in a secondary school where we give an overall grade, each of the standards that lead to that overall grade will be combined to come up with that grade. Each standard is composed of even smaller chunks of learning, very small concepts. Each of these concepts would be combined to give a grade for the standard. Learning intentions lead to the standard, learning intentions lead to the standard, and then the standards would compose the overall grade. In an elementary setting, it works similarly, other than we just don't have an overall grade. So I'll show you how you can look at this on a live document. So this is a health class that we would teach in our high school. You can see on the left we have all of the priority standards that we will grade. So the standard is here. And this gives you an example of what we mean by learning intentions. So for this standard there would be 3 smaller concepts that would lead to the culmination of the whole grade for that standard. For the standard of stress management, we would have 2 different learning intentions for that, and so forth. So it just allows us another level of specificity in our grading and in our helping students to learn the skills they need. So with that little bit of a background, this is how you access those scores at any given time through the year. Again, you'll go to the same website, dcsd.powerschool.com/public, enter your username, enter your password, and sign in. Once you've done that, there is a tab on this side for standards grades. Usually, if you have more than one student, you'll see their name, and you can click on whichever student you'd like to look at. And then you must click this tab for standards grades. Once you click there, it'll take you to a screen similar to this. All of the courses are listed. In order to open them up, you can click the little arrow that will open that up, or you can click Expand All to open up each course to look at the standards. And this would be a look at those standards. So each standard would have a grade. The information you see here is what would be on the report card if the report card were printed as of this moment. The other part of this, rather than look at the standard level, if you want to see at the learning intention level, you need to click in a different place. So as you log in, again, you'll select the student in this space, and then what you'll need to do is click on the letter grade that you see next to the course. If you click in this place, this will allow you to go to the learning intentions. So this would be an example of the names of the learning intentions and the grade that your student has received on those specific little skills for each class. Hopefully that's been helpful for you to be able to see your grades, to access anything that you need to for your student at any given time. And it's an honor for us to partner with you in the education of your children. Thank you.